Hi, Noah. I'm Mr. Klipberg. I'm your teacher's husband. And she told me a little while ago that you had a question related to physics, which is a pretty good thing to ask me because I'm a physics teacher. I've been a physics teacher actually for about 25 years now. And this is my classroom at Archbishop O'Leary High School. I've got it decorated now for Halloween and everything. But yeah, this is where I teach physics to my Physics 20 and Physics 30 students in grade 11 and grade 12. So the question that I understand you were asking was, what sound did the Big Bang make? Now that's actually a really great thing to ask, because one of the great things about physics is that we ask questions like that, and then it leads us to all sorts of other questions, other discoveries and things. In fact, Albert Einstein, probably one of the most famous physicists of all time, started with a question where he said, what would I see if I could ride on top of a beam of light? And that's what led him to stuff like things called the special theory of relativity and the general theory of relativity, and his famous equation E equals mc squared, stuff like that. So my answer for you of what did the Big Bang sound like is actually kind of weird, because it probably didn't sound like anything. You have to remember that before the Big Bang, there was nothing. And I don't mean just empty space, I mean nothing. There wasn't a universe. And even after the Big Bang, the universe, the way that we think about it, would have been mostly just empty space, a vacuum. And so sound can't travel through a vacuum. So the easy answer I can kind of give you is it wouldn't have made a sound the way that we think of for a regular explosion. Now, probably what did happen, though, was there would have been a lot of light released. And that light is actually still kind of present even today. It's kind of though, it's kind of spread out really thin overall this very, very big time since the Big Bang happened. So it's not bright, like visible light anymore. It's what's called microwave background radiation. It's radiation that we see when we basically measure anywhere out in the sky, the last little bits of energy still being released after the Big Bang happened all that long time ago. One thing that I do know is kind of weird is that a lot of physicists have been looking lately at the sound of black holes. Because they rotate so fast and there's so much stuff being sucked into them, there's this idea that if we could hear them, again, we can't really because it's in the vacuum of space, what sort of sounds they would be making. And the big deal is that most of what we think they would be doing kind of sounds almost like a ringing of a bell, sort of a metallic-y kind of spinny noise, though. So I hope I can kind of say that that answers your question, sort of, and keep on coming up with great questions, because that's actually what makes science so interesting. Have a good day. Bye-bye.